I think the next thing I want to do is apply some color to the pages that are containing this layout. So that would be these pages and also the back page. And I have plans for all of these pages that are sort of they're going to have content that pertains to all of the stuff that's going on in the tabbed pages. So I sort of want an overall unified look. And since this is a layout that deals with color, I was thinking that I wanted to apply this stencil, but I sort of want to do a rainbow effect across the pages, so that it starts with red over here and it ends up with purple way over here on this back page. So I'm using this spool to prop up the back page so that I have a level painting surface. And I have these colors pulled out. This is my palette. And I think I'm going to take pink out of the rainbow so that I start with red, and I do red, orange, and yellow on the left side, and green, blue, and purple over to the right. And I think I'm going to start with yellow, since it's the lightest color, and also the most difficult because I'm working against the spine. So I really want to get my color in there. And I want to try and get it all the way down to the bottom of the stencil without painting over the edge, so that I can move the stencil down and do another repeat after I get this all painted in. That barking would be my next door neighbor's chocolate lab. She likes to bark just to hear herself bark. So now I'm going to do some orange, and I'm just going to blend it right over the edge of the yellow. And then just a little bit of red. This red is pretty dark. Okay, moment of truth. Oh, yeah, that looks good. That's pretty much exactly what I had in mind. So now I kind of want to match this stencil up to the bottom of the previous repeat. And do it again. And I'm going to change sponges since my first sponge has red all over it. Again, I'm trying to get the paint down into the spine. And switching to orange. And then a really dark red. There we go. So I decided to keep going with the red, orange, yellow combination. I've turned the page and I've layered some wax paper between this page and the one that I've already painted. And now I'm laying my stencil over the top of it. And I'm just going to go ahead and paint yellow, orange, and then just do a little bit on the edge with red. So these pages are going to sort of match up as I turn them, or that's the theory anyway. So I'm just doing the same thing, getting some yellow paint down into the gutter. Making sure that I get all the way to the edge of my stencil. And now I'm going to switch to orange. And now I'm just going to do a little bit of red along the edges. And now you can see how, I hope you can see, through the wax paper how the stencil matches up. So now I'm going to match it up down here on the bottom. There. And one of the things I did on the previous page that I'm going to carry over into this one is I took a little bit of the color that I stenciled with and I'm kind of edging the pages, which gives it a slightly bolder look. So I switched sponges and I'm going to do a little bit of yellow up here to kind of blend my stenciling and add a little more color to the page. And now a little bit of orange. Over here. So here's how this set of pages looks after it's had a few minutes to dry. So now I'm going to do the other half of the back page since I have it open. And this one I'm going to start with green. And I sort of carried the yellow along the spine over. So I'm blending over the top of it to create a more graceful transition. So this side is going to be green, and then blue and purple. So, and rather than do one sponge all the way across, I'm going to do a separate sponge for each color, because I think these colors are not going to blend as well as my red, orange, and yellow did. So this way I'm not going to end up with a lot of mushy color in between. A little more blue. One of the problems with working with craft acrylics is that they're really not designed for a lot of blending. They're designed to be used as standalone colors. So warm colors are usually pretty easy to blend one into the other, but when you get to cool colors, it becomes a little trickier. Let's see what we've got here. Well, that's not too bad. So now I'm going to go back and do the same thing again. Green. I'm working really dry, and that way the color tends to dry on the stencil pretty quickly, which kind of helps my blending, so I'm not dragging green into the blue too much. I am a little bit. Go. And while it's still kind of wet, I'm going to go around the edge. And a little bit of blue. And a little bit of green. There we go. That's a nice looking rainbow.